So, I want to talk to you guys. And this is a topic that's always been in the back of my mind, but I haven't really had a chance to fully talk to you guys about it. Or, I guess, yeah. But I see every day in everyday life something about suicide. You know, whether it be suicide bombers, cutting, ending your life, taking depression pills, anxiety, whatever it may be. It is, whether we like it or not, in everyday life. And that makes it hard for people. Some people see it and they think, oh, they want attention. Yes, they want attention because they are afraid to end their life. If they weren't afraid, they would just do it. But the people that are so afraid of doing it reach out and say, I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm thinking about suicide. They say something. And it's just mind-blowing that the amount of people that care. There are some people, yes, that don't care, but there are so many more people in the world that actually care about you that the people that don't care don't matter. I see stuff like this all the time. Social media, on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm going to deactivate. I don't want to be here. Nobody cares. Nobody listens to me. Nobody talks to me. I see it, physically, in pictures, in daily life. I see it. Whether it be your arms or your legs or your stomach, or your thighs, wherever it is. I know it's there. And, you can promise yourself every day of your life that you're never going to do it again. But one day will come where you're like, I have to. I need to. But you don't have to. You can overcome it. It's not a need or a want. You feel like you have to have pain because you are so wrong. And what you're feeling is, it's okay. It's okay to be depressed. It is okay to be sad. And the amount of people that I see say they are depressed can sometimes be the people that seem the most happy. You can see people out in the world being the most smiling, positive person you know. But deep down inside, they are extremely sad. There are so many people that need help that don't say anything. And I personally have gone through it. I know what it feels like. It's a scary place. It's not fun. I didn't say anything to anybody. And I had a friend one day after school. He was, walking with his friends, and I was walking in my car, and he walked with me and said, I see that. Don't do it again. And he said, if you need me, get a hold of me. And I did. And I got a hold of him, and I said, I told him I felt like I couldn't stop. And him and I just talked. And we talked, and eventually, I didn't want to anymore. And then eventually, I told my dad. And my dad said, give it to me. And I did. And, but this isn't about me. This is about me helping you. And I just want to say that you don't have to end your own life to feel like you make other people's lives better. That will only make them more sad. And it will only make life harder for them, knowing that they could have saved you and could have helped you continue living your life that you are meant to fulfill. Everybody has a purpose, whether it be to go on and be the biggest superstar in the world, or whether it go on to have 2 kids and a happy life, or to go out and show the world that gay is okay. You know, it doesn't matter. You are meant to be you and fulfill your dreams how you want. It's your life. And along the way, you may be depressed. You may be sad. And that is okay. But there are so many people that care about you, you know? I care about you. And, you know, I'm one person sitting here telling you that it's okay to be sad, but ending it is not okay. But I do. I care. And, you know, and I know people have idols. I know people have sunshines that they look up to. And they care. I can't stress it enough how much they care about you. They have so much love for each and every one of you that it's hard to comprehend. It's a weird feeling and a good feeling knowing that they care. And it's not gonna be bad forever. It's not. It will get better and you will make it through this part of your life onto the next. And it's not about, you know, making it, you know, the best life you can make it. It's about being the best you that you can possibly be. You know, and I just want you to be happy. Find the thing in life that you love, that you want to pursue, that makes you happy, that makes you you, that makes it, you know, amazing, that you have, like, no way to describe how much you love this person. And I personally have seen someone go through it. I have a best friend of 12 years, almost 13 years, who for a while we disconnected, but she went through so much. She was just a mess. She was horribly suicidal. She had cuts all up and down her forearm. It was bad. But then she found, this is going to seem cheesy, she found X Factor. And from the X Factor, she found One Direction. And from One Direction, she found Harry Styles. And she fell in love. And she found that light that, you know, she found it. She found the thing that makes her happy, and it puts the light back into her eyes. And she is the best I have seen her, and she is the happiest person I have seen her in months. She does get sad, and, you know, that's understandable, but she is not as bad as she was when I first reconnected with her 3 years ago. She is not sad and constantly crying and constantly just trying to isolate herself from reality. She's not. She is so much happier. The light's back in her eyes. She's smiling. She's just a better person. And I know everyone can find that Harry Styles. She found it. I can find it. You know, your grandmother's goldfish can find it. It's not about how much or how little someone cares. It's about who cares about you. It's about how much they care. They care enough that they don't want you to end your life. And it's just, it's a concept that's like romanticized in today's society, and it's not a good thing to be suicidal. And I don't know how hard I can stress that. It is not. It's a scary thing to see someone you know go through that state thing, go through it in their mind. They think they think they don't deserve to live. They think that cutting deep enough or taking enough pills will end their misery, when in reality it's not. It's not something to be, romanticized about or made a big deal. Make a big deal about it if somebody is seriously contemplating it and they are telling you, don't try to stop me. Honestly, I went through it. It was one of the scariest things in my life. First, you keep them talking to you. You talk to them as long as possible. Second, you tell a parent. You tell an adult. Third, call the police. If you don't know their address, don't call the emergency number. Call the local police department. They will locate him or her, and they will go. Fourth, keep them talking. 1 and 4 are the most important. You keep them talking as long as possible. You don't let them stop talking to you. Whether it's texting or emailing or on the phone, you keep them talking to you until they get there, until the police or the paramedics get there. You talk to them as long as possible. And if they tell you, don't tell your parents. What you do is you tell your parents to tell their parents. Because if your parents tell their parents that they heard it from you and you're talking to them, they will know it's serious. So if someone's telling you about it and they are serious enough to tell you to not tell somebody, tell somebody. It's okay. Yes, they'll be mad at you, but in the end, they'll be grateful that they didn't end their life and you called somebody and you said, this person needs help. Please go help them. I can't. It's okay to call somebody if you need help. And, it's okay. It is really okay to be sad, but you can't go and post it everywhere. If you are sad, reach out to somebody. Say, I'm sad. I need someone to talk to. Talk to somebody. Whether it be your mom or your dad or your best friend or your dog. Find something to help you feel better. I promise you will be okay. I promise it. Life does get better. It doesn't get worse. It gets better. I promise you. Life gets